slammed Wednesday and just slipped my mind. But regardless, let's check out the markets right now. So Facebook, checking out Facebook. I have a good buddy who has, I have a July week 2. I meant June week 2. So he has a June week 2 covered call. It's Johnny Howlett 83. It looks like it's going to expire worthless again. He's been doing many of those. So 83 covered call for him expiring this Friday, which is today. Otherwise on Facebook, I'm still bullish to neutral. I mean, bull put spreads, put sales, owning shares and doing covered calls, longer term bullish to neutral on Facebook, and that's really just kind of about it overall. Tesla, let's hop over to Tesla. On Tesla, just kind of chilling right now. We have an interesting trade on Tesla. We have a bear call spread up here expiring next Friday, so 1 week, and it's a 260. 250. So it's close, right? So it's right about here. And the reason I did the spread was really based on the gap that occurred from June 10th. So I'm a little, just very slightly bearish on Tesla. Nothing magnificent. Maybe just bearish to sideways for about a week or so. But here is your hourly chart on Tesla, and you can see the interesting gap that occurred, right? So we had some white candles, a bunch of white candles. The stock actually gapped down, and some people for sure got trapped. So that's just my personal opinion on why I think Tesla is going to be just a little bit more bearish to neutral. Nothing crazy though, nothing drastic. I don't think is going to be changing on Tesla, but just some slight sideways to bearish momentum for the next little bit. American Airlines, so I'm in a few trades on American Airlines and Delta, pretty much all of the airlines. So that was Alcoa. Here's American Airlines. So right now, on the daily chart, we are kind of still getting that little pennant pattern. Now, today's a little bit of a bullish candle, so I do kind of need or want American Airlines to get me some bearish candles tomorrow or very soon. But here you guys go. We're coming into the 10 exponential moving average. Very similar to back here. I mean, we had a nice white candle, trade into the 10, and we failed. So that's going to be a pretty decent resistance. So, you're dealing with a little bit of a pennant pattern. Probably going to trade sideways. My ultimate target's down here at 35.13. But right now in American Airlines, I have a 38 put sale. So I bought puts up here, and then I sold the 38 bear put spread. That's expiring this Friday, as you guys can see right there. That was kind of my analysis. And just kind of expecting this to trade sideways to down just a little bit. Southwest Airlines, the exact same thing. Really just kind of a picture-perfect stair-step pattern, truly. And just waiting for that to break bearish and, go lower. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here's the DIA and the SPY I'll look at. So the DIA, again, you're forming a little bit of a black candle. And this is really going to be my analysis, guys, for the markets in general. So here we go. As of the 11th of June, we talked about this on the trading floor. If this candle that I'm pointing to with the blue arrow, if it gets taken out in the next 2 weeks, if it gets taken out in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be bearish slightly for the market. It's really just going to be some interesting locations for that to occur. If it does not get taken out in the 2 weeks, I'm going to be bullish to neutral until that pivot does get taken out. So it's a very strong pivot, this little support that we made recently, and got some support here. Mentioned yesterday that 1 of 2 scenarios is possible, and this is the scenario 1 that's playing out. So my thought is we probably trade a little bit lower, maybe get some bullish candles, some lower wicks, something like that, and we just kind of chop around. But as long as this pivot does not get taken out, we're good to go on the DIA. Here's your SPY. SPY, very similar thing. A little bit of a gap down. It's pulling back. It's pulling back to kind of retest this area. And if we start getting some bounces from there, I'm still kind of bullish. But this same level. If this 206 does not get taken out in the next 2 weeks, then I'm going to remain bullish to neutral overall. Let's talk about 2 spreads that are pretty important to me. Here's McDonald's. And I'm sure you guys heard about my what I call quote unquote a large wager. We had a 94.50, 93.50 expiring today bull put spread, and I mentioned if that did not expire, worthless, right? So if it got in trouble, that I would eat a Big Mac, and I haven't had anything from McDonald's in probably over 22 years, and that's not an exaggeration. I just don't eat McDonald's. No real specific reason other than that's just something I don't do. So big wager. Looks like it's going to expire worthless. Dan Walsh and a few others are in there. That's expiring today as long as McDonald's is above 94.50. And then we had Target. This is a trade that we did on Wednesday, on Weekly's Wednesday on the trading floor. We did a 79.78 bull put spread expiring this Friday. So we went from Wednesday to Friday, and that was a 10%er. 10% ROI for 3 days. Again, not too shabby. Loving the spreads, especially if you can find a good gap and you can find something that gives it a little bit of an edge. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just relaxing in the market, seeing what's going on, find the trades, the best trade setups possible, like this one, ESPR. We set this one up in the trading floor, posted it, submitted it on our TradingView. So if you are not following us on TradingView, feel free to do so. But this was a beautiful, beautiful gap trade right to the 100 simple moving average, getting a little bit of a rollover. Right now, you're already up about 2R on this particular trade if you got triggered in on ESPR, either the 10th of June or yesterday, the 11th of June. So my thought is that this trade's a little bit lower, maybe something like this, probably take some profit. Then at that point, we'll get a little bit of a bounce. Moving averages will catch up, it'll roll over, and then it'll head probably down to the 200 simple moving average. That's kind of my thoughts and my plans on ESPR. Folks, have a absolutely wonderful weekend. I'm going to go meet some real-life traders tonight in Toronto at a place called Millstones, I think it's pronounced. And doing that, and I'll be also uploading some pictures to the Real Life Trading Facebook page. I'm excited about seeing everyone tonight. It's going to be a big group, and I'm pumped. All right, guys, I will see you Monday, and until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it.